All right, let's talk about, what is this thing? Tradewiz. So this is the bot on Telegram that I tend to use the most, where I just paste a contract address in, or anyway, I'll show you some tricks that I use with it. Somebody in the Discord was asking about it. So the way that it works is, number one, when you, I'll put the link below where you can click through, and it'll be in the description below, the first line, where you can go in here. And it's really easy because there's already a wallet in place. So all you have to do is send SOL to that wallet. But I would recommend not keeping a lot of money in here. I've only got about 4.5 SOL in here. So it's no big deal if I lose it. Not that I want to. But what you would do is you'd hit start. And when you hit start, you've got this menu. You can hit buy or sell, and immediately it'll ask you for a contract address. I'll put one in. And then when you do that, it brings up all of this here that you've already preset. So I can click, buy 1 SOL, buy 0.5 SOL, sell it if I already have it. I'm not going to buy anything, but that's how you would do that portion of it. But there's also a method where if you set up your auto buy and auto sell, you can just paste in the contract address and it'll immediately buy it for you. Or once you're already in positions, like here, I'll open up my positions. So I've got a couple that are down here currently. I'm not really interested in selling them yet. But once I do, I would click on the token and then either click sell 50%, sell 100%. You can choose what percentage you want to sell. You could sell all tokens at once if you wanted to. And let's see what else. If we go back to the start screen, let me just show you a couple other features here. I'm not going to make this too long. You can do copy trade, which I would highly recommend not doing, because you never know when the wallet that you're copy trading goes on a bad streak. They may drain your account. Not everybody is going to trade perfectly every time. Let's see. So here's what you're really looking for, I think, is this manual buy auto sell. I don't know why they named it that. It could have been named differently. But you can read through here. It'll tell you exactly how to do everything. I'll show you how to do it. Currently, this is how I have it set up. So I've got a stop loss of 50%, just in case it goes down 50%. Sometimes I'll take the stop loss off if it's a real volatile token. Just understand that when you buy the token, it'll snapshot all of this. So whatever you currently have, that's what it's going to use. So if I have a 50% stop loss, that's what it's going to use for that particular token that I buy. But if I take it off on the next one, then it won't use it. So currently I have, I'm taking profits at a 2x, and then I take out 10 to 20% as it moves up here. So like 5x, 10x, 29x, 48x. I'm not saying I'm going to hit those for sure on every token. Of course I'm not, but my goal, my strategy is to try to hit the higher ones. But I'm also playing it safe, right? I'm taking out. I'm getting paid back the money that I put in early on. If it does a 2x, and then I can just ride the rest of it for free. For those 100x moves, if you were to take and I'm just using this as an example, if you were to take your 50%, 50% of the tokens out at the beginning at a 2x, then in reality on a 100x move, even if you held to the very top for the rest of it, you would only make a 50x. And that's just how it goes, because you took half the tokens out. So you can set let me show you this first. So when you first open this, you're not going to have any of these. And what you'll do is you'll hit add. Why did that not work? Maybe oh wait, there it is right there, sorry. So when you add, it'll put like an empty line here. And now you want to set your take profit. So if you want to take profit, it's if I click that, it's going to say, please enter the fluctuation range. So if I want to set a different stop loss, then, maybe I'll do 70%, so I'll do -70. But if I want to set a target that I'm shooting for it to sell, it'll auto sell for you. Maybe I want to put like a huge, 100x option here. And so now that's 10,000%. How many of the tokens do I want to sell? Maybe 10%. And so I put that on there. Oh, the total to take profit settings can't be greater than 100%. So these 5 right here already equal 100%. So I'm going to have to knock this one down by 10%. So now I got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So that's not 100% yet. That means I can add 10 more % here. And now it's 100%. So now I've got all these set up for, I'll take profit. I'll sell 50% of my tokens at a 2x move, which is 100%. And then I'll start selling. This is it's not in order like it should be, but the next one would be I'll take 10% out at basically 4.8x, not exactly 5x. Sorry, that would be more like a 6x, wouldn't it? And then like a 10 or 11x here, I'll take 10% out more out, and then it just kind of steps up from there, where finally we get to the 100x and take it out 10%. That would be the final 10% basically. So that's how I do that. You could set your gas fee here, your tip. You can use these same settings I'm using. I don't think I'd go much higher than that because mine works fine. I use a slippage of 30%, which works fine. You can play around with that and lower it if you want to try to lower your fees. But you don't want to miss buys either if things are very volatile. So let's see, what else can I show you? I think that's really about it as far as that goes. Setting up your auto buy sells, that's very important. It's got a position button. Oh, limit orders, let me go over that in a second. But here's your wallet information, so you can click through and see that. It's got a help. Let me see if this limit orders is the thing I'm looking. Oh, okay, that's just the limit orders that I set before. So if I go back to start, I think it would be under settings here. Yeah. Okay, so my auto buy, if I just paste, like if I'm here and I've got a contract address and I just paste it in and hit enter, what'll happen is it'll buy 0.25 SOL worth. So I'm buying very small amounts in a lot of cases, but at the same time I can also go in and manually buy a higher amount. So this is what it would do if I did it like an automatic way of doing it. And when I hit enter here, it's going to buy 0.25 SOL. Now you can turn this off at any time if you want, just by clicking this. But I leave it on because if there's something I want to buy real quick, then I'm just going to paste it in and it buys a little bit. And then, we see what happens from there. So buy slippage 20. Yeah, this works pretty well for this. So if you want to use these settings, it works good. Any of these settings here. I don't know what the buy settings are. Oh yeah, this is where you can change what your, like if you type in /buy and then you paste the token in, that's where these options come up that I was showing at the very beginning. So if you want to change any of these, then you just go back to, actually you could even do /settings. And then you would go to buy settings, and right here is where you would change all those. I like these. 0.2 SOL, 0.5, 1, 2, and 5. I really never use the 5. The most I'll use is like 2 SOL usually. Because this is like it's a low risk amount to me, to be using like 0.2, 0.5. I don't like to use a whole lot of money on degen plays like this. But that's up to you. If you want to do that, just understand that they're risky. So hopefully this will kind of give you an idea of how I have mine set up. And yeah, I'll post the link below and y'all check it out and see if you want to use it. I like it though.